I love him. He tends to say really awkward things in ethics class and then realize like 5 minutes later. It's kind of one of those things I'm not sure if he really loves me as much as I love him.
I'm a pretty crazy guy. He wears really obnoxious ties, and his hair sticks up a lot. But he's cool, I guess.
He always has this alfalfa thing going on. It makes us laugh.
Now, he's very relaxed, very laid-back person. Before, I thought he'd be an uptight ass.
Erase that. Don't do the annotated bibliography in one night. Don't do any of the finals in one night. Don't do the midterm in one night. Don't do the portfolio in one night.
Mary Rose.
Next subject.
We were going to do an English presentation, and we were going to do a movie, just like this one we're doing now.
Except better.
But she just doesn't have that humorous attitude.
She doesn't have that funny?
People will probably be mad that I say this because like it'll make it more crowded, but you should definitely use the honors program room because I didn't use it much, but when I do use it, it's quite handy.
Playing Zombie Burger because I never played Kit and Cannon because I wasn't that skilled.
My favorite memory is Jeff Hanshaw with scruples blushing because he said he wouldn't take the money from his crack addict father to pay for college.
That would have to be the Bruins game, A, because I set it up, and B, because it was just plain awesome.
I liked going to Laser Quest.
My favorite memory of the honors program would actually have to probably do about my service learning. Just seeing like the woman I was teaching math to starting to understand certain concepts and everything that I'd been giving her a hard time and such. And when she's doing work, playing with her baby son, it was just very neat because it felt like to me I'm able to help others in a way I didn't think I'd be able to in the first.
My favorite memory of the honors program was first semester in Dr. Allman's class. He tried to cover up the projector with a manila folder, and it was really funny because it just kind of projected onto the folder, and he didn't realize it until we started laughing at him.
I am so nervous. At the school I was teaching at before, I was slated to be the director of the honors program, and that's when I came here. And so I had a lot of experience working with honors programs and getting them up and running. And I wanted to make sure it succeeded. I was kind of surprised that we didn't have one when I got here. So I wanted to see it succeed. And it's for selfish reasons. I mean, that's the giving back to the college and making the college a better place answer. But the other piece is by teaching in it, I know I'm going to get really good students. Well, you know, it's funny. My mom, we always used to ask my mom, well, who's your favorite? And her answer always was, you don't understand. I hate you all equally. Oh, Glenn, I don't know. Glenn is pretty easy. You are pretty easy to pick on, too. Oh, and Emily. Emily's also pretty easy to pick on. Chris. Sam. Sam is certainly fun. I was really impressed with the socioeconomic analysis of Andover, North Andover, and Lawrence. That was, I wasn't sure it was all going to come together as well as it did. And it was, I mean, the research was great, and then the presentation was great. So that's work that I would not typically see from undergraduates, let alone freshmen. So I was, that was the more memorable thing. I mean, that's the thing I like to hold up the most to people and say, this is what they can do. I know I've said many embarrassing things that have come out of my mouth because the classroom is so free that I sometimes forget. So I will not repeat any of those on film. This is easy. This is very easy to do. I've said this in class. I don't find the students in the honors program necessarily much smarter than other students. And that's not a dig. I find them more curious, more enthusiastic, harder working. You know, they come to class having read the material, for the most part. But certainly willing to engage ideas, to get excited about ideas. They're they're easy to talk in class. And this is the idea about the honors program that I really like, is that, especially requiring courses in the freshman year, you guys come in and you essentially learn how to go to college with each other. You learn what a college classroom should be like with other curious, hardworking, engaging students. And you've been sort of socialized into that now. Now you think that's what college classes are supposed to be. And then you go out to your other classes, and this is what you start to do. And I've heard this from other faculty. You start doing this in courses that are not honors courses, and especially when there's 2 of you or 3 of you from the honors program in that other class, you suddenly, what's really quite honestly abnormal for a college class to be that dynamic and engaged, becomes the norm in other places. And it's kind of like a good virus that spreads throughout the campus. And as the program grows, next year you'll all be sophomores, and then we'll have 60 students in the program, and then 90 students, and 120 students that are then all over our campus. And the idea is the quality of the classroom experience for every single student on this campus will be improved.
Easy come, easy go, will you let me go?
Miss Miller, no, we will not let you go. Let him go! Miss Miller, we can't do this. Let him go! Alright, seriously, we have to take 5. This isn't 5 minutes of thinking what we're gonna do. Let me go! Does anyone have any good ideas?
Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia!
Stop! Do I know anyone who would have good ideas? Does he have a 4-0?